Something that I feel like should be added into Deepwoken is a boss like Big Hostile. I know niggas are trying to let go of Rogue Lineage. I mean, some niggas, most niggas are trying to let go of Rogue Lineage. I know it's like, damn, this game has been going on for like 5 years, 6 years, like, you know what I'm saying? Just let that game go, like, just let it die. No need to bring stuff from that game to Deepwoken. But why? I just feel like Rogue Lineage was a good game, and the ideas from that game, I don't think it's bad to just bring some of Rogue Lineage into Deepwoken. Like, the creators of Rogue Lineage, are the creators of Deepwoken. So I feel like just mixing it in a little bit, I don't think that's crazy at all. But why I say add a boss in like Big Hoss into Deepwoken is because Big Hoss was one of the bosses where you had to mentally prepare. Like, you had to mentally be ready. You had to really talk to yourself like, I gotta beat this boss. Especially you are in an area where, there's a chance of being wiped. Like, this is actually a boss that can really pack you up and like make all your progress, when you had to do all your progress that you did to get to Key, or K, I don't know how the fuck they call it. I've never been to K, but nigga, I felt like having a boss like that, that's just peak content. Like having a boss that really box, and it's like an idea I could give, like I had this idea, was just making a Squibbo a final boss. Like, just making the Squibbo of all Squibbos. Like, he really like the Giga Chad of like all Squibbos and shit. Like, he the realest nigga. Like, he the realest nigga. You know what I'm saying? He's the OG, he's the founding father. Like, I think like they should make a boss like that's called Squibboist. I don't know, niggas, just something like that. And he just know how to box. Like, that's the only, mob or like, species in the game that really uses their hands in boxing. I feel like Squibbo should be that nigga. Like, I think Squibbo, just the concept of Squibbo should be, evolved into like a final boss. In the way, I guess you fight the boss, or the boss allows you to fight. You gotta like go defeat like 50 Squibbos or like different variants of the Squibbo. Then it's like the boss feels some type of way, and then, we get to fight him, just something like that. I don't know what the reward would be, but I just feel like, we just need like a boss like Big Hoss, like a nigga that actually boxes, the nigga that's genuinely hard, And I'm not saying this idea because like, oh no, Deepwoken's too easy. Like, fuck all of that. Like, nigga, I've been left that shit alone. Like, at some point, bro, like, niggas are gonna know how to defeat a boss and make it easy. Like, it's Deepwoken, you feel me? But I just feel like it'll just be fun, like, just for the fun of it, just for the fuck of it, like, just having a boss, like, you just gotta box with that nigga. Like, you just gotta really put your shit up, bro, and really believe in yourself, bro. I just feel like we need a boss just like that. And it's like, I want this boss, like, no modifier, like, not, what are they called? Like, modifier, like, yeah, like, monster damage, whatever they got now that makes it easy to kill, like, PvE monsters or whatever. I feel like with this boss, like, you don't fuck no, like, all of that shit, no, like, you gotta really box with this nigga. Like, no games being played, no fucking around, like, really box, really hands, you know what I'm saying? Really compete with this nigga, really show him you the better man, really show him you're that nigga. And what I say is, now that I'm thinking about it, the reward should probably be like, like a fist style. If you want to go fist for your next build, like, this boss right here allows you to, or no, not allows, but gives you a fist style that allows you to use it for your next build. Which I think is, I think it's cool because, he is a straight hands ass nigga. So, maybe just give you a fist style, or maybe just give you, like a new mantra, or just something new, like that you get from, defeating this boss, this extremely hard boss. And now let me repeat again, I'm not saying this, this idea because, Deepwoken is too easy, we need shit to be hard. No, I'm not saying. I just personally feel that, just having, a fun boss where you could just box niggas, you could just really go back to back PvP, like, you feel like you're fighting like an actual player. I want a boss like that. Like, you really feel like you're fighting, I don't know any new PvP, YouTubers are like Tana or whatever, or Crimson Kaido, I think that's what the nigga's name is, or No Go, something like that. I don't know, but just niggas like that. I just feel like we need something like that.